Welcome back. We're still with us here on the market, and as of now, still going. Still holding track. Markets are just about steady so far this morning. A little bit in the red, but no major pressure exerted yet. Just minor at this point of time, 0.2% or so. We've got Mr. Cooper also joining us this morning, Jamshed Naval Cooper of Heidelbergcement India. Mr. Cooper, thanks so much for being with us. Lots to talk to you about in terms of just how performance is shaping up and your outlook as well going forward. So, just to start off with, if you could just run us through really some of the key factors at play and your assessment really of how things currently stand.
Hey, good morning. As far as the markets are concerned, the cement demand has been a little bit soft, basically more to do with some parts of the country. In some parts of the country, the demand has been really very good. So that has benefited the industry. And I think the industry utilization for this quarter should be close to about 65%. Should achieve that. That's what I think for June ended quarter. Going forward, I think with the number of cases increasing, there's a little bit of worry. But I think the government is going to promote the construction more and more, infrastructure more and more, because ultimately you got to give some employment to the people. And construction industry is one of the major sources of providing employment. And I think going forward, cement industry should be doing good, not as bad as many of the other industries are concerned as far as.
Okay. Just to understand as well, I mean, volume decline is something that the industry really faced. How do you see that? Where on the curve are we? Is it improving? Are you also planning to bring on stream perhaps newer integrated capacities? Because analysts believe that a lot of operational efficiencies could also be increased via that route.
Yeah, if you ask me, during these last 2 months, barring April was washout. And barring that, those months we started our production, and I think the going has been good. We operated at a relatively higher capacity during the month of June. And of course, the month of April we cannot talk about because it was a total lockdown. And I think as an industry, I would say, or as the economy is concerned, I say, let us set our clocks for the financial year 2021 to a 10-month year, rather than talking about every time we talk about reduction in demand and things like that. Of course, we lost 33% of the volume the industry would lose because of 1 month gone. And even in the month of May, some people did suffer. So I think it would be a advisable thing on that particular part to count a year for about 2021 as a 10-month year and start reworking your plans on that basis. Going forward, as far as the Heidelberg Cement is concerned, integration of all the activities and things like that and improvement in our plans is concerned, we are continuously improving our productivity. You can look at it per ton of cement, whether it is in terms of our freight optimization is there. Yes, we do understand that there is a concern for us in terms of our capacity because we have reached a very high level of capacity utilization, and going forward we are looking at some maybe some increasing our capacities, not from the existing unit, but maybe for an acquisition or some other means of, or even a greenfield project. We are looking at one greenfield project also, so that we will announce it as and when it gets finalized.
Sure. Jamshed, wanted to understand in particular how the demand is actually evolving in the states of Madhya Pradesh as well as Uttar Pradesh, these being your key supply markets. What was the impact which was felt? Because as we understand, even in the state of Uttar Pradesh, you're again seeing mini lockdowns over the weekends and few other days right now. So how exactly is the situation? When do you actually see a demand to normalize in these two states in particular?
I think it is a little premature to say because the situation at the ground keeps changing. The markets closure we cannot decide. We cannot decide when the markets will open. We can only think that we got to improve our logistics, reach to the people, make the material available as and when the market calls for the material, asks for the material. This is a very local subject, whether it is UP, MP, or any other state. Going forward, I don't think anybody will be able to control it. If there is a lockdown, we have to take it, the way it is. The team is only working to ensure that we ensure that the material at the right time is available. Suppose on a Saturday or a Sunday there is a lockdown, you see a good amount of people coming in for cement on Mondays and Tuesdays, and even people coming there on Fridays, because I think the construction site, people are working with a consolidated labor at their site, making them stay at site. So the work goes on Saturdays, Sundays also. Those people who are in a hurry to complete the projects, they will do that. I think it is not impacting the demand so much. Yes, we see on a Saturday or a Sunday there is a drop in a per day sales by almost 30-40%. But I think that gets made up in the balance 6 days of the week, 5 days of the week.
Sure. So given all these parameters that we've talked about, where exactly do you see your FY21 capacity utilization trends settling at? Where do you think volumes and realizations would actually stand at?
See, it's again, as I said, that it's very difficult to predict at this stage where the volume is. But I think reasonably good if you have done, the industry has done about 65% or 60% utilization on an all India basis. I think you should end up for the financial year, barring the month, if you remove the month of April, as an industry, you should clock close to about 65-70. I think even after the monsoons the industry takes a beating during the monsoons. I think this is a fair rate to assume that you will end up not less than 65% utilization as an industry.
Okay, Jamshed, good to have you on the show, and we'll chat again soon once you do have some clarity on how things are evolving. And I must say, it's not just your industry, but every industry which is just staring at a haze in terms of clarity on when business is going to pick up full throttle.